Welcome into the college basketball experience. TCE trims top 5 games for Thursday, January the 23rd. I am Moneyline Mac. He is the DC Sports Messiah. And let's get right into it. Let's start off in the Big Ten here, Troy. We got the Maryland Terrapins coming off a close win on Sunday. Illinois off a heartbreak game at East Lansing. Illinois is laying 7.5. Maryland's had some success in the State Farm Center over the couple of years. Willard, I believe, has won there twice. I'm going to take the points with the Terps. I actually like them as a dog in this game. I think that they are able to dictate the tempo, keep Illinois out of transition, and we get a hell of a game, one-possession game in the Big Ten. What say you?
I'm kind of scared for Maryland. Now, the 7.5 is pretty steep for me, just right off the bat, even if you like Illinois in this. But they're going to be able to stretch Maryland out and pull them away from the basket, I think. And they're also, their big men kind of match the size of Maryland, where, like with Derek Queen and them, they want to pound it in the middle. I don't know if I really like this matchup for Maryland. I think this place might be pretty lit, but you were right about Maryland historically doing all right here. I'm kind of worried about this one. I don't really want to lay the 7.5, so I'll take the points. But if this gets down to, 5.5 or so, I would think about benedicting myself.
All righty, so we're both on the dog there in that Big Ten game. Let's go out to Cali. We got two local teams here. We got St. Mary's versus the Dons. St. Mary's is absolutely rolling. Winners of 10 in a row now. They come into this at 6-0 in league play. 16-3 overall versus the Dons with 2 losses. I like the Dons. I like the dog here. I think that the Dons here, this is kind of a get-up spot for them, and they always play St. Mary's tough. I think that they have enough physicality in the front court. Their veteran guards are able to keep this one close. I actually think San Fran's live to win this game, so I'm going to take the points with San Fran against the Gales of St. Mary's out here in the West Coast Conference.
Yeah, 8.5 does seem kind of steep. I am not really going to pick one on the spread here. I was more – everything you said about San Fran is right. St. Mary's defense also just kind of erases teams from being able to score. I'm looking at the under 136.5 in this one at this early here. I could see a classic like 64-60, 64-62, real close game here, but I'll see how this line moves before I play something on the spread. I'm on the under this early, though.
Okay, so you are swaying towards my side on that one. It's a little sway action. Let's go over to the A-Sun now. We got Lipscomb, North Alabama, down there in Alabama. That is a typo. That is not in Fayetteville, Arkansas. But this game is in the state of Alabama, in Florence, Alabama. I like North Alabama here. I actually like them to win the game outright. Tony Poolhole and company. I like Jakari Lane in the backcourt. I like Fields, Ortiz. I like those guards. And North Alabama has been a tough matchup for Lipscomb for whatever reason. So give me North Alabama to pick them off here again for a third straight time, and I'll be on the Lions.
At first glance, I love Lipscomb's defense as the difference maker here in this game. But North Alabama has been 7-1 at home, and it's kind of rough in this conference going on the road and trying to win. I know we really liked Lipscomb in the beginning of the year as conference champs, but this does seem kind of weird with them laying points on the road. I'll go ahead and go against you on this one, Mac. I'll lay the 2.5 here with them on the road. I just like Lipscomb a lot.
It's going to be a great game. Speaking of great games, this game always delivers here. We got Chattanooga. We got Sanford, contrasted styles. Sanford, of course, wants to play the chaotic pace. Chattanooga, on the other hand, wants to play at their tempo in the half court. Dan Earl always runs a good program. They've won 3 in a row. They're 4-2 in league play. Sanford 5-1. I like the Mocs here in a national TV game at home to hand Sanford their second straight loss. I just think they match up well with Sanford, and they're able to avoid the killer turnovers that Sanford forces you into.
This seems like a pretty good spot for Chattanooga here, but the idea on this game is if you're on Sanford, you play the over 156 and you take the points and put those two together, because if Sanford wins this game, it's going to be because they're able to go a little bit quicker than Chattanooga wants to go and maybe stretch them out. But I'm thinking the other way around. I'm going to ride with you and lay it with Chattanooga and play the under 156.5 along with that one. I think the home helps dictate the tempo here for Chattanooga and slows down Sanford.
And one other game. So, theme of the night, a bunch of first-place teams in these really good mid-major leagues. Let's go over to Jonesboro, Arkansas. This game is in Arkansas. We got the Red Wolves of Arkansas State, led by Brian Hodgson and company, taking on App State, who won the league last year. Ark State ended their season out there in the Sun Belt tournament. I think Ark State's the best team in this league. I think this is a smash spot at home, catching a red-hot App State. I think we're going to sell high on the Mountaineers here, who've won 5 in a row. I love Kearns, and they've overachieved, but I just think Arkansas State, too much athleticism for App State here. I'll lay the 6.5.
Yeah, I'd be worried that we kind of agreed a little too much, but we've been okay here on the first couple of days of doing this, and this is kind of the same cap as Chattanooga playing at home. Arkansas State does want to go a little bit quicker, and I think that playing at home is going to help their offense kind of dictate that tempo, speed up App State a little bit that they're not going to prefer. I'm definitely laying it with the Red Wolves here, but I'm expecting something pretty big. I would almost think about that 9.5 idea, like we did with Texas Tech, but I think they're going to win this game pretty big.
Little alt line action, never posed it on my end. Real quick, let's pay the bills in honor of the big game coming up on February 9th. SGPN, 15% off everything in the SGPN merch store. Promo code Big Game. You can get a TCE hat over there. And, of course, our proud sponsor is DraftKings, the playoffs. Get down on some action, NFL, college hoops. You pick it, baby. Get on over there to DraftKings. Customers can bet $5 to get $200 instantly in bonus bets. And
Gambling
of course,
problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio.
And we're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Sign up with the promo code TCESGPN to claim your special pick and first time deposit. Offer up to $1,000 in bonus cash as the Underdog Fantasy. Promo code TCESGPN. Last but not least, we're brought to you by Rhythm. College Hoops is here. Rhythm gives you the best competitive edge that you need, data-driven predictions, so you're more prepared to bet college hoops bigger, better than ever before. Claim your 7-day free trial today by going over to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That is the sportsgamblingpodcast.com/RITHMM today. All right, we are back, and we already gave out our top 5 games. Now it's time for the bonus one, a.k.a. the 6-pack. Troy, what game off the top 5 do you want to go to for a bet?
I wanted to tease you with a bad game, but what about that UNC Wilmington going to College of Charleston game?
Yeah. CAA.
That one's just too good to look away from, right?
Yeah.
It says Charleston's laying 3.
I like Charleston. I like Charleston at home. Wilmington just got up for the big game Monday against William & Mary, handed them their first loss in league play. I think it's a little bit of a letdown in that raucous environment. These two have had some great games over the years, so I'll lay it with Charleston at home.
Yeah, between these two teams, 152.5 makes me think that there's going to be a little bit more scoring, and that would kind of favor Charleston here. minus 162 on the money line is pretty shitty, so I guess I'll lay it with them at 3, but I would hope this one to come down or maybe use it as a leg in a money line parlay. But Charleston, baby.
Both on the Cougs, and that does it for another edition of the top 5 plus 1, aka the 6-pack for Moneyline Mac and the DC Sports Messiah. Reminder: pick show every night, midnight, over at the College Basketball Experience. Pregame show every single night, Monday through Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern. We'll see you tomorrow, and we are out of here.